Yeah. We I did the fade in and out button this time. Well, no, I did the loop track.
You did the loop track, yeah. You got to fade it.
I did the loop. I thought it was. I mean, look, I have it highlighted on purpose so I can do that. But whatever. We live. We here. I'm going to get this right on episode 11. What's up? What's good, y'all? Ricky Fontaine from the Memphis 10. I'm in this thing, man. We got my boy Q in the building as well. I may have some late stragglers and stuff like that, but we definitely want to jump in on this Wednesday evening to talk
a special Juneteenth episode.
Yeah, the special. There you go. The special Juneteenth. I should have had something. I forgot about that. I should have that queued up and stuff that we came into. A special Juneteenth episode of the Black Four Horsemen podcast. We appreciate you guys rocking with us as always. Don't forget to, as you see it at the ticker below, Twitter, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, man, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Follow your boys, the Black Four Horsemen, man. We're trying to get this page popping, get this podcast popping. You already know what it is. Without further ado, man, we're going to try to go ahead and get this show started. We're going to skip Smackdown because we kind of know that was just a setup for what was going on at the Clash of the Castle. So let's go ahead and jump in the Clash of the Castle, shall we? So pretty good, pretty decent pay-per-view. We had about maybe 5 matches.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the going formula now, especially these international shows, about 5 or 6 matches.
I wonder why though. Like you would think people would get their money's worth to do it, but
I think about that. I think a lot of times people don't realize a lot of logistics as far as getting all the talent over there. These international. I'm assuming, but we had 5 matches in France. The French Backlash. I want to say about 5 matches. NXT had about 5 matches. Their last PLE, and then this one. So, I don't know. They may change it up, but that's kind of what's happening lately.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you had those 5 matches. They were pretty decent, I guess, and we can go ahead and start with some of your takeaways or whatever. So we had let's see, I think it kicked off with Cody Rhodes, if I'm not mistaken, right? We went right.
The Aqua match was AJ Styles, yeah.
And so to me, I thought it was alright. It was straight, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool match or whatever. I didn't really particularly care for the ending.
Yeah, same here. I think that's been the consensus. What I've seen online with everybody is it was a good match, nice little spots. That was almost considered like a street fight type match, but we just didn't like the ending. Yeah,
that ending was kind of suspect. With now, I'm gonna hit you with these steps. You better. I'm gonna get. Like.
Right. Yeah.
Like.
No.
I quit, Cody Rhodes.
I was just playing.
What? Like, come on, bro. Like, everything else was straight. You know what I'm saying? Mama Rose got her spot in there, slapping the crap out of AJ a couple of times. During the match or whatever, but it seems like that has pretty much come to an end, if I'm not mistaken. Cody about to move on to something. I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do with AJ moving forward.
Yeah, well, I think we did. Speaking of that, we did see I think a hint of it when Solo came out at the end of the match, and kind of they started beating down him and the rest of the new bloodline. Now, what's interesting too is when Kevin Owens and Randy Orton came out to save him, the camera deliberately looked at Randy Orton as he looked at the title. So
it was so fast, bro. That's so plenty. Everybody, but he didn't stare, and it was a quick glance, and he looked away. Like everybody paused that moment.
Right.
And that picture is now viral. That he's coming after the belt. Like we already knew that before that, but I'm interested in seeing how that's going to lead up. So maybe we got Money in the Bank with Solo and Cody, and maybe some stuff pop off between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes from now building up to SummerSlam in order to get that going, because it just seems like a random match with no build up, pretty much. I mean, they did that with
Well,
AJ. Anyway.
I think what it is they are banking on us knowing the history of the relationship with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. I think that's what they're hoping that we use that because they've been, as soon as Cody got the title, they look, okay, who can he feud with? And I know if not the first, the second person people will mention was Randy Orton. Even though Randy's babyface, because they want to see that. Maybe they just want to see that Randy Orton heel character back, but they want to see Cody and Randy Orton. And maybe off of the history that they had, they were part of a faction together. You know, they both I guess you consider second generation, third generation wrestlers.
I get it. I do want to see it too. But it's going to be interesting at how that turns out. With that, the bloodline gets both at the end, and Randy comes out and sets us up with this whole potential budding rivalry, to take up his time till we get Roman back and this other stuff, and then all hell breaks loose. The Rock even possibly coming back, and stuff like this. So I think this will be a pretty good program to lean us into whatever's going to happen with that.
You starting to sound like a robot there for a second, but I think it smoothed itself out. I don't know.
I saw. Am I good now?
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Okay. Because I saw up here on my side. I was looking at it. I tried to look into my camera actually, but there was a internet thing that came up next to the live thing and stuff, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So don't know why it's doing it, because last night when I was recording something, it just shut off, but everything was still recording. But it just went black for about 30 seconds and then came back on. It was just weird. Okay. But I'm gonna keep an eye on that, make sure I'm good with that. Don't want to ruin no footage and mess us up here. So the next one match that we can talk about was the shocker of the evening. Unholy Union. They even gave them a name. Instead of saying their names, the Unholy Union, which they did call it. They did. That was their name when they came over, or whatever. But they just been calling them by their names. Here it is again.
And sometimes they'll say their full name, and sometimes they'll say their last name. I actually like Fire and Dawn as a tag team name, because it's Alba Fire, Isla Dawn. And just call them Fire and Dawn, or I actually like that better than the Unholy Union or whatever.
But they did what we said they wasn't gonna do. Q. They actually won the match. I mean, they got a pop over there based off of where they're from.
Somebody from the hometown actually won.
Somebody from the hometown actually won. So they were 1 for 3.
Yeah. Now, granted, I personally don't like it. I understand why they did it, but
help me understand. Then, if you understand, help me understand, because I don't.
Well, two things. Well, again, you just said they 1 and 3. They had to get them somebody, because I think then they knew Drew wasn't gonna win, so they were like, they're gonna be pissed if Drew doesn't win. So we gotta give them something. So they gave him that plus. I think it was Alba Fire, whose mom had just passed away maybe a couple weeks before that.
Yeah.
Hard moment there. I think they did mention that her going through some tragedy, because I think the mom passed away while visiting her in Florida. It wasn't like she was back home. She came to the States to visit her and ended up getting into a car accident in the States. So it's almost like we're sorry about your mom. We're gonna get you, put you over, because we had this moment. But Jay and Bianca need to get those titles back, in my opinion.
I was thinking about that yesterday. If they were just, they'll drop them, but then they'll get them back some kind of way.
Yeah.
Don't make it seem like, I don't want you to think that, they are supposed to be superior and they're going to. I mean, they are, but I'm all for other women and stuff winning the titles and stuff like that. So I'm fine with it now. But that day, I couldn't believe it. I'm not mad.
And I'm okay with, maybe, because it looks like Shayna and Zoe gonna get the next shot. I'm okay with them defending it and getting at least a defense in. They beat Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and then if it's SummerSlam or you got Money in the Bank, I think Bash in Berlin is after SummerSlam. Again, that's in Germany, so it's different. But if they let them take on Shayna and Zoe, have them get one defense in successfully, and then the next time I think Jade and Bianca need to get their rematch, they get it back.
Yeah.
Now that was a result of the match. Now what a lot of people are talking about, and we got to address it, is that I only saw that one spot where Jade missed the rope and fell. They claim she had a bunch of botches in the match. I haven't went back and watched it yet, but I will say this about the ropes. Now, after all the matches are done, there was actually issues with the ropes. They were tighter than the normal ropes that they wrestled in. Because AJ Styles had a problem. Like when AJ jumped up, got hit, and then fell on the table, that wasn't supposed to happen. He slipped on the rope. That same rope that Jay slipped on. And then there was another match. Well, the same rope, it was on a different side, but Damian Priest got tripped up in the rope and got his foot caught in there. So I think from what the internet is saying, the tension on the ropes was different than what the WWE people are used to. Because again, that ring was already over there. They didn't shift the ring over there. They was using a ring that was already in Scotland. So I was like, don't blame Jay on being botch heavy and that's why they lost. And
Man,
she's getting a lot of hate on the internet about that.
It's a bunch of crap, bro. Like it's like even if the ropes weren't tight and stuff like that, we've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this before. Maybe hold up, that even gives us a call back to. Well, no, that was Monday. Never mind, because somebody else had a rope mishap Monday night. But no, like I mean, the botches are going to happen and stuff like that. I even like the video that's out there where Bianca is lifting her chin up, whatever. Like, man, look, don't worry about that. That's going to come down a dime a dozen or whatever. But you looked at and then go back to what you said with AJ Styles match. The referee even came and told him. Saw a video of that, him walking over saying something up with the top rope or whatever, and things like this. So.
So and I do like the move with Bianca, lifting Jay's head up, because I think two things. Jay looked pissed. She pissed that she had a botch in the match, and she pissed they lost, I think. So it was just getting in case they, again, the camera is always on you, so you gotta watch how you react. Sometimes in school when you get in trouble or you get a bad grade, you always got that mean grimace look on your face all day long. You can't show it. You can't let them people know that you're mad. You gotta stay.
And then, like I said, and we'll talk about. Well, since we talking about the botches and stuff like that. Damian Priest had the worst one. Hell, he could have lost he could have
lost an ankle or leg or something. Yeah,
that was bad. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I would, again, shocking moment of the night. But congratulations to the new women's tag team champions, Unholy Union. And let's see how long they're gonna hold it, and hopefully that pushes them out, because like as I always said in our previous videos and podcasts, was that Alba Fire can go. I remember her from NXT UK. She ran things over there.
And ironically, they're a tag team. They're a tag team now, but they were feuding. They were like rivals during the UK, the NXT UK time frame. Her and Aladon were feuding. They were like, but now they're a tag team. Almost similar to, remember, Sheamus and Cesaro. Yeah, started out as a rival, but then it became a tag team. Yeah, that's kind of what happened here too.
And they briefly did that with Braun Breaker and
and Baron Corbin.
Until Baron Corbin become over. And stuff. So he got a nice pop on SmackDown too, if I'm not mistaken.
It looks like he may be a babyface this time. So he can't.
Let's see what they're gonna do with Baron Corbin. Let's see. I give him more of a shot than anything than Apollo Crews. So another thing, another match is Sami Zayn and Chad Gable. We're talking more of the match was okay, but we're talking more of the soap opera side of things.
Right.
Because again, and I think this might be third time the charm maybe that he's tried to get Otis to do this, and I think that's when everything is about to kind of it's about to shift now.
I'm trying to think, was it on Raw when he finally shut him, or was it actually on the pay-per-view?
No, that was in Raw. That was on Raw. So on this particular thing, he got mad because whatchamacallit ankle got rolled up on again. Yeah. Why are you out there? I don't know.
Yeah, you out there already with a boot on your foot.
I mean,
so
you
can't
already
move around anyway. So
just to add to the whole sob story of what's going on or whatever. Yeah. So
and we've seen it before. I mean, it was a great match, but we've seen the drama before, and really until they actually break up or Otis actually does something and leaves them, it's gonna be the same.
It's going to be the same thing, and we'll get back to that on Raw in a little bit. So Sammy retained, but that was a match that I thought they could have went either way though as well, because you could have easily sped up this Creed brother alliance and thing just like that, and had Sammy drop the belt.
Whenever they do decide to pull the trigger with the Creed and have them, the Creed brothers have them join Chad Gable. Let him win the title then. I think Chad deserves it.
Yes, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's exactly what's going to happen, and it may happen at SummerSlam. Because, and we'll get into the reason why I say that when we talk more about Raw or whatever. So, in another hometown cooking match, we had Bayley and Piper. Piper Niven and Bayley retained, but Piper showed who she is and who she can be. Love Chelsea Green getting involved, getting thrown out, coming back.
What's funny how she just had the mask on, but still had the same outfit and everything. She had like a tutu or something on.
Yeah, like we don't know that's you. You know what I'm saying? Again, there's this is the stuff that tripped me out and stuff I'm starting to notice. How they got multiple ways of making somebody, look strong or keep them strong or make it look realistic that you're beating them, because most people get finishers hit on them, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But Piper just got rolled up for the 1, 2, 3 or whatever, and it's made it seem like Bayley barely got out of that match and whatnot. So what I hope is that she doesn't fade, and Piper Niven is what I'm saying, that she doesn't fade into oblivion after this, because the girl can go. And I hope that this match and the previous couple of weeks that she's been doing on SmackDown, what she's been doing, helps her to continue this march towards going, for the goal in the future. Will she be in Money in the Bank? Who knows?
I mean, worst case, they just put it back with Chelsea and they go after the tag team titles. But hopefully, Piper will get some individual love again, and not just have it for this special international show.
Right. That's what I don't want. And then the main event, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. We spoke on this a little bit with the match being pretty good. Love to see Damian Priest get out there and get to work, and minus the botch and stuff like that, because this stuff's gonna happen, especially when you're balancing on a rope. Like, come on, man. Like we're it's not like he was just he slid under the ring.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to Titus O'Neil.
Shout out to World Slide Titus O'Neil, man. But that stuff is going to happen. But still, checking, with Drew checking on him and everything, he got some kicks in and turned it right back over, which was very professional how they did it and things like that. But enough of that. We just want to talk about, we all knew it was happening.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get now. Maybe there's an exception because it was the Scotland crowd, but I've seen a lot of people online upset that Drew lost again. But we knew CM Punk was gonna cause him that match. I don't understand why now all of a sudden y'all, we knew that.
That's just like somebody who has a drug addiction or alcohol addiction in a room, and they telling you, I'm not gonna do drugs anymore, and lock me in this room, and I'm gonna prove it to you. You know damn well there's a high percentage of chance that person is not. They're going to relapse.
You can't.
There was a 98.9% chance that Damian Priest is going to walk out of there with the title. I don't know why people set themselves up to get let down so bad. Like, everybody knew that was going to happen. Why are you guys mad about it? Why are you guys really, really mad about this? Okay, maybe when they come back overseas for another one, he'll have a strap and he'll be able to defend it in front of it, or maybe he'll be able to win it somewhere else then. But other than that, like, come on, guys, chill out with that. But yeah, everybody knew. We just didn't know how until the ref got knocked off of the apron, who cleverly dove out of the ring to avoid a move to stay on the apron, only to get knocked off of the apron. And so now that the ref he's out. Is your mouth? Are you muted?
Yeah, you know what? I'm muted myself because I was burping over here.
Oh, no, go ahead though.
What I was saying is shout out to the cameraman, because the way he shot it from behind. We didn't know it was CM Punk until the camera panned back and you saw him. So, because normally you'll see a wrestler running down the ring, and then they've already spoiled the surprise. You see him running, but they didn't do that this time. And that's
that was cool. They saw the lights. You saw the light because they showed it back that somebody was running, but you couldn't see it, and they had the light. But Q, what referee in J's, bro?
Oh well, yeah. But now, at first I didn't catch that. The second time I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, you do see the J's. And I knew where he counted and threw up the middle fingers. Yeah, it was perfect in my opinion.
Yeah, he actually held up the two, like
that peace sign.
But but it's a callback to. Let me see if I can bring that up.
That shirt
that Drew McIntyre had.
Yeah.
That he buried it. He did. So it was beautiful how it happened. You couldn't have him really come out of the stands because
the crowd would have mauled him.
Man, they would have mauled him. They would have but the referee angle was dope enough to where he had ultimate heat. Hell, Samantha was getting booed at the end of the show when she got booed.
They was mad because Drew lost. Yeah.
I thought they were going to. I heard they were going to postpone the. They were going to postpone the press conference at the end because I heard they was going to. I heard they was going to do that at first because, and that's what's another reason why people were like, yeah, Drew's not winning, because if they're canceling this thing and stuff, they're afraid that people are going to.
Oh, really? Maybe the local media, they be at these scrums.
Yeah, they're going to set this thing off or whatever. But they still had it, I think.
They still had it, yeah. Because I think Triple H talked about, I forget what it was. He gave away something that and I forget, maybe something related to Money in the Bank or something. But anyway, yeah, they did have the press conference. Now, another thing I wanted to mention, what was it? So, Wade Barrett was very upset.
Yeah, what's up with it?
Now, granted, from what I understand, Wade is not cleared to wrestle, so something with his injury. But him and Drew are friends. I can see him maybe being either mouthpiece or manager for Drew going forward, or maybe whenever CM Punk and Drew McIntyre finally get into a match, Wade could help Drew by either leaving the commentator desk and hitting CM Punk or causing a distraction or something like that. So
their first match gonna be an L for CM Punk, if I'm not mistaken. Right. I think that's been dragging out so long that I don't see Punk winning their first match. I don't see it.
And he so because he was on the air upset with him, but if you go back and look at the footage after Clash is over with, he walks out of the arena with Drew. Way does. So
very random how that just came about or whatever. Right. But again, I'm here for it. Let's see where it goes.
It's something, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So pretty decent pay-per-view. I have to give it a grade. Give it a C++ ish, because it was just like everything that we thought about was going to actually happen or whatever, and stuff like that, except for the tag titles and stuff like that, which added the pluses to it that almost gave it a B-, because that's the shock stuff I like to see, because I love to see when people know that this is going to happen and then it actually doesn't. And to get that shock value, I wish that wrestling would continue to be more like that, but be realistic with it as well.
Right.
Let's go ahead and go into WWE Raw, the recap there, and just kind of talk about. We're just going to go ahead and start off like we do with a new segment of Judgment Days of Our Lives, as that continues this week. With Dominic losing the ugly purple vest that he wears. and that goes into more mess with Liv actually being the one who takes the vest from him, and we figured that out maybe a couple of segments into the show. So thoughts about this latest episode of Judgment Days of Our Lives, Q?
I mean,
adding on to it.
They're flirting with the Attitude Era when it comes to the sexual innuendos and the different things they do. So I like, this happened a little later on the show, but I like the fact that he caught her Liv in the hallway, and he started when she unzipped the vest and like, or jacket or whatever, and she's like, "You want to take it?" And then he started slowly unzipping it.
I was nervous though. Hold up, before you go, I was nervous until I was like, dude, she got something on, bro. Please tell me. But I saw on the side the black sports bra. I was like, okay, cool. So we're straight because, or whatever. But yeah, going on with what you was about to say was him slowly zipping it. And then Damien come around the corner. Right. And it looked so guilty though. You know what I'm saying? Because he came around just in time as he was.
Liv putting that pressure on him though, so he a better man than me, because I'd have folded by this point.
Putting that pressure on him every week. There's something, man. She is putting that pressure on him.
And did you see what she sent him a Father's Day thing, talking about Happy Father's Day and stuff like that?
Bro, I saw that on Father's Day, and I was like, she is.
So she's a savage, man.
I'm loving it. Like I said, the ring presence and stuff. They are prepping her with a little program with Zelina Vega. That's going to happen. So I think that's money in the bank material right there, or whatever. Yeah. But still got her active in doing that, but also leading this little thing with the Judgment Day and whatnot. So and they played back to what we was talking about with with Finn Balor and the Key too.
And Hotel Key, and I'm surprised they actually showed it, because a lot of times the internet, it got the video and we knew it, but they didn't really point back to it on TV. But I'm glad they actually brought it back up and showed the video.
Pat McAfee drawing. Yeah, Pat McAfee put it in the Pac Telestrator thing or whatever, showing him taking the key or whatever, and then Damien came to the back in the clubhouse or whatever and asked her about it or whatever, and he was just like, I did it for Dom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, but no, because he was in that main event that night. Well, maybe he could have went after the show or whatever. Maybe Finn had went over there and talked to her. That may come back though. Let's put a pin. I don't think that's over with, you. I don't think that's over with.
Well, my thing, and I'm sure they'll wrap it up. They'll come back with like as of last week, he's still headed. Like, bro, y'all ain't in the same city no more. That hotel room, that key don't work no more. Why you still get it?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what are you worried about for? Yeah, everybody have old hotel keys because they are old now, and
they just
deactivate them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole new key now. So yeah, dummy. But yeah, I'm like I said, loving it, man. I always want to check in with that, with Judgment Day and stuff, and kind of build until Mommy coming back or whatever. So let's just keep this thing rolling all the way until it comes to a head, and then I think there will be some more surprises because Mommy's not going to be in the Judgment Day, and I think we're going to see a brand new Judgment Day, and I'm very interested in seeing how that's going to look. The show started off with your boy Seth freaking Rollins coming back out of nowhere. Yeah. Didn't see anything on X, didn't see anything on IG that he was going to be there.
They kept that a surprise.
They kept that a surprise. He got a very, very nice ovation or whatever. Still look a little gimpy. Right. I don't think he's going to do anything physically until Money in the Bank to kind of make sure. I don't know if he had a brace on or whatever and he was just uncomfortable or whatever, but it was good to see Seth Rollins back.
Yeah, him and Becky Lynch tagged out. I said, okay, yeah, Becky, you can stay home with the kid now. Let me go. Get back to work. So, because Becky's off now. So,
hey, I look like Mark was trying to get in here.
He said he was negotiating with it, with the wife.
Let me see. Yeah, let me see if he want to get in. You want in?
Is he on the email thing? Did you email him?
I haven't put him on there in a while.
email us from
Yeah, so I see if we'll be able to get another horseman in here, man. It'd be good to see him and hear his thoughts, because he'd be shooting off at the hip sometime too with some of his takes. So Seth Rollins being back comes out. Damian Priest comes out, admitting that he wanted to cash in on him, but instead had to do Drew or whatever. Cash in with Drew, and he took the belt that way or whatever, because the respect angle, he wanted to take it off of Seth, whatnot. But gave him a title match. You can see Drew is doing everything he can to be a fighting champion, and he taking on all things. A lot of people be like, you want to do this title, whatever. You got to get to the back line, or not here or whatever. He's actually getting out here and trying to make a name for himself. I respect it. So we got that match set up for Money in the Bank, and kind of think I know how that's going to go, because our boy Gunther is still waiting in the wings. I don't know what's taking him. What's I haven't seen him on TV in like 3 weeks, so I don't know if it's injury or whatever.
You know what? You're right. I just thought about something. Yeah, the guaranteed matches at SummerSlam. So Gunther can kind of just wait and see what happens at Money in the Bank to get the winner. You're right.
Right. So that was another thing that happened. What else happened on Raw that we can discuss that was minus the big stuff? We'll say that for a minute. But another soap opera obviously was the Alpha Academy, and now Otis is fed up now. So he physically put his hands on Chad Gable now. After Gable lost to Braun Strowman. And he blamed them, whatever. He actually pushed them down. After all people, he gonna get angry when he messed with Tozawa, but when he was messing with old girl like that, okay.
I know this won't happen because she's making way more money now than she was in WWE. But I won't, because again, it hasn't been identified on TV as far as any type of romantic feeling between Otis and Maxine. But they always walk to the ring, holding each other's hands, or her hand up on his arm.
Don't you do it?
If we get Mandy Rose,
don't you do it?
Like, and you can even play it out very similar to Liv.
I was like, don't you do it? I love it though.
And then Otis can be like, you didn't want me until I got with somebody else type thing. So
I would like Mandy Rose coming back. It's crazy that she got let go because she had like an OnlyFans page or something like that. But I forgot totally what it is. But I've been hearing some rumblings that she may be on the road back. So I don't know if all is forgiven or whatever, or there's a common ground between that or whatever. But that would, Mandy Rose coming back, you know what I'm saying? Even, starting back down in NXT or whatever, and making cameo and stuff like that. And that would keep Otis, kind of relevant and stuff like that too. And I think, with Otis, you can still put him in the IC title picture too, because he's still tied up in all this stuff as well. So interesting to see how that go. Speaking of IC title, Sami Zayn got new challengers. Challengers, plural. Because I saw something that somebody was like, it could be a fatal 4-way at Money in the Bank with Breaker. Go ahead.
You can't do a one-on-one right now because you're trying to still keep Braun Breaker strong. So if you have a multiple of them, Sammy can pin somebody else, and Braun still looks strong. And so it may be Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and then maybe a couple more. So
and maybe Chris Puma will make his appearance at Money in the Bank on SummerSlam, depending on what Ricochet.
If he's out for a long time, it'd be SummerSlam.
But you could do Prince Puma versus Braun, but they got to keep him strong though. So I don't know if you unless there's a disqualification, whatever. But you can have Puma come back in Money in Bank and nephew go all the way, and then it gives them both a SummerSlam match. And stuff like that. So I don't know. We shall see, because I still think Ricochet ain't going nowhere. I'm with you, brother, on that. Ricochet is gone, but Prince Puma is out there possibly as well. So I'm digging the fatal 4-way, and to add on what you're saying, that keeps Kaiser growing. It keeps Braun Braun Breaker strong as well. And who was the other individual?
That was Braun Breaker, the Spirit,
Braun, Ludwig, and Sheamus.
Yes, Sheamus. Yeah,
Sheamus. He could take.
I do. I do want Sheamus to eventually, get that title, because that will complete his Grand Slam, because that's the only title he has not won in WWE. Is the Intercontinental title.
And they're playing off of it and stuff as well. Right. So yeah, that would be a good way to actually obviously get Sheamus the belt as well. You can give him to him that way. Because Sami Zayn will probably won't get pinned, so maybe it'll be Kaiser to take the L. They get pinned, and for him to do that. But I don't know. I think everybody's still loving the fact that Sami is the IC champ and going to push him as long as they can. Don't know if he's going to be past SummerSlam as the champion, but hey, we'll see. Let's see. So we had that. The tag champs were there. Got their first title defense coming up against Shayna and company. I saw that. Money in the Bank qualifiers for both men and women. Starting with the women, Io Sky took it. With some interference, obviously, from Liv, who came down and distracted. With Zelina and what was the other chick name? Oh gosh, she just got here. She beat
Kiana James.
I gotta make sure. Yeah, but Kiana James. So Kiana James took the L in that one, and Io.
And Kiana James is a sister. She is black. She doesn't really come off of that at first when you first see her, but she is. I think one of her parents is black. Yeah.
Okay. Kiana James. Happy Juneteenth.
I saw that doing well. The one I think back in February, Black History Month. Yeah.
Okay. Dig it. James is a black last name kind of too, if you think about it. I can do a whole thing on that, man, with black last names. Then on the men's side of things, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, and Finn Balor. Now, I was seeing on Twitter that there has been this push for Finn Balor to win Money in the Bank. I don't know about two people back-to-back Judgment Day people winning it or whatever, but they were hell-bent on Finn Balor.
Try to cause attention. Yeah, attention for him and
Nope. When they announced this match, it was some people that was pissed off about the fact that Jay and Finn were in the same match, and everybody knew Jay was going to win.
Yeah, and I think and they may have one of them things. They always tend to do this sometimes. Last chance qualifiers, so everybody that lost.
I think that's what's going. I think that's what may happen. Yeah,
and have a chance to get back in.
There will be a last chance match with some of the losers in these qualifying matches. I think. In order to get in and take, because it's usually 6 people in it, right? So we'll probably get 3 from Raw and 3 from SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's usually 6. Yeah.
Okay.
6 to 8. I guess you know how big, how many people you want in there.
So that sets us up for what we really want to talk about, because Jay was celebrating. Okay, Jay was celebrating outside. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I was looking at the time on the TV. I'm like, did I miss it? Mm-hmm. Was it
there was still like 5 minutes left on broadcast. So
I was like, what, did I miss it? Was it a clue or something that wouldn't be left? And so then when he was out there, the lights started going out. And I was like, here we go. And I'm like, they finna get Jay ass for this Firefly stuff that he doing or whatever. I thought that's what was about to happen.
And I have a take on that too at the end. But
so then we go down the ramp or whatever, and we got Nikki Cross coming out there looking like
I guess
girl from the ring.
Yeah, I guess she is Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail. And so then she points to the back. And like I said, at this point, I haven't moved because I'm looking. I'm just like, what's about to happen now? And they go back in the gorilla area or whatever, and that stuff is just tore up. And then you see each member one by one. I forgot what order it was in. It was Rowan.
Rowan. So Rambling Rabbit, or that version of Rambling Rabbit, is Eric Rowan, and the beard kind of gave it away. Plus, he had the same
the bludgeon mallet.
The bludgeon brother, yeah. And they say that was the reason why he did it was for a tribute to Luke Harper. That was like for Luke being there with him with the sledgehammer or whatever.
Still don't sound right, man. Still don't sound right with it, man. Crazy. But yeah. So then the next one was Dexter Loomis, I think.
And they say by the tattoos, that's Dexter Loomis. He's playing Husky the pig, or a version of Husky the pig.
All right, and then the next one was Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy is the one that had the mask on. He's supposed to be what is it? Something pig related, I think, or something. You got the Husky the pig, and then you had, I forget which one. It's one of the stuffed animals that Bray had in the fun house. Supposedly in real life. That tattoo said that was Joe Gacy. And then Uncle Howdy, he had the beret glove on that was pretty dope, and they all came back. In the midst of all of that, you seeing bodies everywhere or whatever, and these people are actually able to find out who some of these people are. They say Gunther was down there. I don't look at it. It kind of looks like him, but you only see the side of his face.
They said Carmelo was down there. You
saw a brother with cornrows.
Yeah, you saw a brother with cornrows. So that's what we're doing. So because he was black and had cornrows.
Even Carmelo came back on social media and said that's not me. He could be lying.
Thank you.
He could be lying, but I don't. But
man, they wanted it to be. But you couldn't miss Chad Gable, who evidently took a 9 to the side of the head.
Right.
And people.
Blood splatter on the wall, like what the hell?
Yeah, like blood on the side of the wall, like
You ever seen the show? Dexter?
Yes,
he was a blood splatter expert.
Yes,
how the person was killed.
I haven't watched the very last. They did
when they came back. Yeah,
I haven't watched that one, and thank you for reminding me because I want to go back and check it out because I think they're still not done with Dexter.
Because I saw that new season 2, and it did still well. It kind of ended where we went. Anyway.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, it's open.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been so long since I watched it. I forgot what happened anyway. But
I keep forgetting about it and every time I hear Dexter Loomis and stuff, I think about it. Then you just said the show, so I got to go back and watch this. So they give me something to watch at night when my wife go to sleep on me at like 8:45. And so everybody comes out, man, and come out to a nice ovation, and he hits us with the "we're here," blows that thing, and it goes off. Hey, cinematic, love it, but I do have my reservations. I'm gonna hold it and let you go because you were saying something about.
So here's my take, and I'm gonna say my part, and then I'm gonna say why based on another video I saw.
Okay.
So everybody assumes now. Well, two things. They keep saying the Wyatt 6, like the number 6. There's only 5 of them. They've seen it on writing that they spell it 6, like they're being sick.
Like they're sick, right?
So we may not get another person. It may just be 5. They just call themselves the Wyatt 6. They're like sick individuals. So here's my take. Everybody assumed because of the horror and the spookiness of it that this is going to be a heel faction. I actually think it's going to be a babyface faction. And I'm going to tell you why based on a video I saw earlier. If those people are who they say they are that got beat up and destroyed backstage, it's all about people that have turned on their quote-unquote family. Because Bray Wyatt has always been about family. Chad Gable, how he's been treating Alpha Academy, his family. If that is Carmelo Hayes, how he treated Trick Williams, and how he left Trick and abandoned him. If it is Gunther, how Gunther handled the Giovanni dude, getting Luke to kick him out the group. So you got all these former people, all these people that are part of a family that they have done something to destroy that family.
Okay.
Now, so we'll see. If it continues to go down that road, I would not be surprised if the Wyatt 6 is a babyface faction, and they going after the heels and the bad guys as opposed to going after the good guys. But that's my take. We'll wait and see how it plays out. But I would not be shocked if that happens.
Okay. All right, I got you. Hold on a second again. Right, I'm writing this stuff down. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm concerned with. Out of all this stuff that's been going on, they cannot start slow.
No,
this was a good way of coming out and introducing us to the thing. I thought that it could have been done better. Like, I would have did a build up, because I mean the QR codes and stuff like that, that's all right. I get it and stuff like that. But I said I wouldn't want all 5 of them to be
show up at the same time.
But they pulled it off, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
But if I would have did it, maybe I would have had each person. Man, this would have been drugged for 5 weeks. We have those walk-ups in the backstage and stuff like that. If you have people kind of peek out behind the little shelf or something like that, just even like a half, just half or something, and then a QR code pop or whatever, and it goes away. That would have been kind of cool. Mm-hmm. But they pulled it off. I'm cool. Yeah. Now, going back to what you said about the Y6, not SIX, but 6 like EO6. The 6th one was supposed to be for Bray. I think they're still leaving room open. And it asks me, it makes me to believe in what we've been hearing for months. Where's Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, see, I've heard that too. So some people are saying the 6th member is supposed to be a spiritual one in Bray watching over them. Other people say, well, Alexa Bliss is supposed to be part of this group, and she hasn't come back yet. So
because she was the one that was open, just pretty much ran the Fiend. You know what I'm saying? She was the one that she was having those problems before she left, and had her baby or whatever. They are linked, so maybe she can come back as one of the powerful ones and stuff like that that's going to run with Uncle Howdy per se. And stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe we may get to the number 6 instead of the ill 6. With that, but they can't start off slow, bro. They can't. Nobody can take L's right now. I didn't think about it being a heel or a face faction. Whoever's going to get it's going to get it, because they're going to be cheered upon. I don't care if they went after Cody Rhodes, they're still going to be cheered. Right. They can go get Roman Reigns, they're still going to be cheered upon. So I think they're going to play both sides of things. And this could be a faction that hold all the titles, man, and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. So that ended Raw's recap, man. It was a great show. Interesting to see. Another thing before I get off of it, they didn't get drafted, Q, so they could show back up Friday, bro. They could come back Friday and wreak havoc there as well. So we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think this may not just be a Monday night thing.
You're right. I didn't think about that. You're right. They not get drafted. Speaking of not getting drafted, and SmackDown, CM Punk, because SmackDown's gonna be in Chicago, so he's supposed to go. He's gonna show up on SmackDown, and maybe I don't think he got drafted either, so maybe he can float around on both shows. But
he didn't get drafted.
So, but he was at the, I don't know if it was a press conference or he did, but he was at the Scrum press conference, and he mentioned that he was going to be on SmackDown this Friday in Chicago. So, and he's supposed to be giving matter of fact, he's not. He was injured before the draft anyway, so he's supposed to be giving an update on his injury or if he's cleared.
Basically saying that he's cleared. Basically, I think that's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that leads us into did you watch NXT? Was there anything?
I saw the Battle Royal, and that's really the only thing I really want to talk about. Is that as of a month ago, I had no idea who Joe Hendrick was. So Twitter, I keep seeing this video of this white dude doing his dance and clapping and stuff, and I believe, his theme music is catchy. I believe in Joe Hendrick, and so when he debuted, I'm like, oh snap! I was actually pleasantly surprised and shocked.
I was recording last night, and I was watching because I think it was like an hour in, so I went back and started from the beginning or whatever. Kind of watching and doing my video and stuff, and I saw him come out because I thought that Javon, everybody was already in the ring.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, so they just gonna let Javon, okay, we basically know who's about to win because he's the last one and they're about to go. And so then he came out and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? They give that TNA surprise side of thing. But NXT is not doing it for them because you hear about the TNA pay-per-view when Jordan Grace had that open invitation.
Yeah.
What's that? Paxlin, whatever her name is.
Tatum Paxlin.
Tatum Paxlin, yeah. She came out and it was nothing. Like, I think that you could have did better.
Reaction, yeah.
I think you could have did better, even if you brought like Meechin or or something like that.
Or another more established wrestler.
Right. And I think that a lot of people were kind of like, boo. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the name and stuff. Because then now you come over to yesterday's NXT and Joe Hendry comes out, his music comes on and everybody loses it.
Right.
Everybody's singing. Everybody's singing the song.
I think it was Vic Joseph. He said the most popular wrestler on social media right now. It's because that song. Popular wrestler TNA right now.
So that was it. And then another one. I didn't know. And how they did it, they snuck it in on me or whatever. But another guy from TNA was in there.
I saw it too. Frankie
Kazarian. Yeah. I was just like, oh, so you just slid in there like nobody knew. Like maybe obviously the fans and stuff knew or whatever. But he was there and he went all the way to the Final Four actually. And I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
That Frankie was representing TNA the way he did like that. And got all the way to the end and Javon Evans is the number one
I was kind of surprised by that. Only now Javon Evans has been getting a lot of praise for the past month or two. A lot of matches, so and him and Trick are boys. So I could see them having a very good match. I just didn't think that was going to be I didn't think he was going to be Trick's next opponent.
No. But I'm okay with it. Because he's pretty good. I'm trying to see if there was anything else that happened on there. But no, he's pretty good. He's an expert on the ropes, energetic, young, or whatever. Oh, yeah. But how they did it, after all that, he ended up fighting later on that night.
Right. Ethan Page,
against Ethan Page, and still ended up he ended up losing and stuff like that. So that's maybe putting everybody's mind like, okay, maybe we need to make this a triple threat, or does he desert? Does he?
Because I didn't see the end of it, so I didn't know who won or not. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So that's what happened towards the end. I'm trying to kind of go through and see. Oh, the Prodigy. Roxanne Perez turned on Lola Vice last night, so that looks like that's gonna be a program. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be Roxanne Perez next opponent and stuff. Lola Vice, which is, it's time for that because she was the breakout superstar or whatever, and she's been doing her thing for the last few months or whatever since then. It had a good match with Shayna Baszler and stuff like that. So I'm cool with that.
Speaking of Lola Vice, and I remember in my Twitter feed, because we have multiple social media platforms. I got a Facebook page, I got a Snapchat, I got a TikTok. My Twitter page is basically for wrestling. So I follow a bunch of wrestlers, so I see everything goes on. And I remember following Lola Vice before, because I remember her posting when she signed her NXT contract. I just thought she was a cute Caribbean girl or Cuban girl that was trying to get into wrestling. I had not realized she had a UFC background literally until maybe a few weeks ago when it was building up to the Shayna Baszler match. That she had some UFC fights, some martial arts background, and she had some UFC fights under her belt.
Right.
So that because of that, I'm learning more about her now, which I like. But early on, I just started following her because she posted something about trying out for WWE and she signed a contract. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna jump on her early and make sure everybody know about her.
But she a bad, and like I I haven't watched NXT for a long time and stuff. I kind of glance in on it or whatever, but now I'm starting to watch a little bit more. But you know, I saw her and thought she was, you know, pretty straight or whatever. And that's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be dope, man. Then you know, you said she was that pretty face or whatever, but she would kick your she would kick your ass. Like, I didn't know it until maybe like 3 weeks ago. I saw that footage of her in the UFC or whatever she was, in mixed martial arts or whatever. And you know, she was dancing after that and stuff like that.
She would knock her folks out and dance then. Yeah, I
was like, really? Like, I didn't hate, but hey,
she been living the gimmick for a long time. So
hey,
I ain't mad.
I'm on Lola Vice bandwagon and stuff like that. Let's see, is there anything else that happened out here? No, what's her name? The one NXT title, Kalani.
Kalani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan. She retained with the help of other chick,
Jada Parker. But
Jada Parker, I'm learning. Like I said, I'm gonna get it. Jada Parker came out and interfered, which I guess gonna set up Jada Parker.
Yeah, it's more of just they're beef. They've been beefing for a minute. And now Jada Parker then brought her boys in, the ODM, and then Michin got the Good Brothers. So yeah, they just continuing on that rivalry, because she wasn't going out there to help Kalani. She was going out there because she don't like Michin and causing her to lose. Yeah, that's pretty much it on NXT.
Oh, well, before they do that though, actually it's not it, because I like the way it went on, because Shawn Spears came out. I think they're gonna start trying to push Shawn Spears and stuff, which is dope, because at the end of the match, after Ethan Page beat Javon Evans or whatever, Shawn Spears came out and jumped on Evans or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And so then Trick came in, because he was at the announcer table, and he came in and he helped Javon Evans. Or then Page came in and got into it or whatever. But it went off with Evans hitting that move off the top rope where he do the lean and that cutter or whatever. And he took both of them out, Shawn Spears and whatchamacallit. And so how it ended was all four people were laying in the ring. It was like Evans, Trick, then Spears, and whatchamacallit was up here, and then the belt was right there in the middle.
Oh wow, yeah. So
I was like, I like how they went out, because it's like, you know, hey, these might be the four that's going to this title, and you're possibly looking at one of the four in here that's going to probably beat Trick and take the title. So I like how they're building it up or whatever. So
okay.
Now that was the end of it. I like how they went off. And we can go ahead and close out with
one other thing before we do that.
Okay.
And I've been refreshed the page to see if anything popped up, but it hadn't. So our friends over at Black Wrestling, you know, every Juneteenth, that's when they drop their BRP 50. So I mentioned this before a few months ago. We were talking about Swerve and how Swerve didn't want to be on the list and all this kind of stuff. Well, they do that every Juneteenth. They've been releasing 10 or showing 10 superstars and their numbers throughout the day. They have not released the top 10 yet. I mean, the latest had Chris Bay at number 11. Chris Bay is over in TNA right now. Now, granted, now forgive me because I don't follow a lot of independent wrestlers. A lot of these people I don't know. I've seen them before. Jay Cargill is 14.
Is that list already out?
Yeah, so if you go to the Black Wrestling's Instagram page.
Oh, it's on the Instagram. Okay, I thought it was on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, they may have it on Twitter too, but I know it's on Instagram. Maybe look through their story or actually on their page. So I'm just gonna name out just a few that I saw. AJ Francis is number 17. He's a champion right now. Well, no, I'm sorry, he's 19. He's a champion right now over in TNA. So Brian, the Outlaw, Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith, who's over in AEW now full time. He's number 20. So, but they haven't released, and Ricky Starks is number 21. So I just kind of threw out some numbers that people know where they are. They have not released the top 10 yet. Trick Williams is on the cover, so I imagine Trick would be probably in their top 3. But they
I see the cover.
And it's there. So each page you'll see it's like 17 through 11, 23 through 19, and it goes all the way up to 50, 30 through 35. And you may have to click on it and I think scroll maybe.
Bro, how is AJ Francis, Ricky Starks behind AJ Francis?
Well, AJ Francis has a championship right now over in TNA.
Man, okay. How is it that what's his name? Fami or whatever.
What is his name? Obi. See, if I say it together, I get it. You don't throw me off with them different pronunciations. Obi Femi. Yeah.
Yeah. How is
well, I will say this. There is a criteria because they don't do a full. What is it? And actually, I'm gonna look at the page now because they had a video and they got it breaking down. So, the Black Wrestling Podcast used a set of criteria to rank Black pro wrestlers in their annual BRP 50, which has been a feature since 2018. So, win-loss record, championships won, quality of competition, TV time, and their presence within the wrestling promotion, the overall impact. Those are the categories. So and it's from Juneteenth of last year to now. So what have they done? So a lot of them now. I will get up. I did see R-Truth on there. I think R-Truth is like maybe 30, 31. So I like they giving R-Truth some love because he's TV time. He definitely got that. Yeah. But that
I ain't seen. So have they did the top 5 yet?
No, they haven't done the top 10 yet. Last one I saw was number 11. That was Chris Bay. So they do make a big deal about the top 10. So they may wait till tomorrow to release that. I don't know, but I've been kind of refreshing the page ever since we started to see if they would.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, thanks for putting me up on that because that's interesting. So
I'm thinking about some of the people that could be possibly in that top 10 because as I'm scrolling through, I see just on their page of images, I see Mercedes Moné. Bianca hasn't been named yet.
Bianca, yeah, I can say Bianca hasn't been named.
You got Trick. Carmelo Hayes hasn't been mentioned yet.
Ain't Willow Blair?
Yeah, well, Willow's been mentioned already, I believe.
Has she?
I think she's around the 40 mark. I think.
Let me go up here and look because I was just on.
Jordan Blair. Because it shows
Thomas. Charity, Leo's on here, Max Caster,
Leo's
Anthony, Javon, Kiana James, Wesley, R-Truth, Kofi's on here, Shane, Obi Femi, whatever.
Oh, maybe
Bobby. No, she's not on there.
Okay, so she might be in the top 10.
I don't know.
So we'll see.
Interesting. Got me on.
Yeah, she did have a championship during that time. So maybe she's in the top 10.
All right, bet that up then. I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna keep looking this up too and stuff. We can talk about the top 10 on our next podcast. I think that'd be kind of cool to talk about. All right, so the last thing of the day that we always do is our Black Four Horsemen debate of the day, and we got another hot one that we want to bring to the stage and stuff like that. Brought to you by Q because he put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let him take it.
And I stole it off somebody else's page. I'm sorry to give you credit.
No, it's Hub. I guess it's Hub City or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
something. They have a silhouette and stuff like that. So this is not a Black Four Horsemen exclusive. These debates and stuff, we just find these on your X, Twitter, your Instagram, Facebook.
Within the IWC community.
Yes. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is not homegrown from us. We just like to bring it out to the masses and let you guys talk about it. So the debate of the day, if you had $15 to make a new promotion with only 5 of these young ladies, which are you going to go with? All right.
When I first saw this, I had my list in my head and I should have wrote it down. So now I got to remember who I was going to pick. So I know the biggest thing is you want to maximize the $15. That's the way I look at it. So I'm going to pull quite a few from that $2 row. So I am taking Liv, Tiffany Stratton, and I need a veteran to guide these ladies, so that's why I'm picking Natalia too. So if that row right there, that's $6. So if my math right, that leaves me $9 left. When I first looked at the list, Bianca stuck out. I gotta get Bianca. That's $4. So that gives me $5 left. I was thinking about taking Asuka with number 3. For $3, they give me $2 left. Give me what do we say her name? Page name was again? Saraya and Shotzi to level out. We need some jobbers. We need a champion. Bianca's gonna be our champion.
Bro, you just picked 13 people, bro.
But it's $15.
They said with only 5 wrestlers, bro.
Oh, see, I ain't see that part. See, now I'm trying to maximize my $15.
This man, look, I'm gonna go ahead and go down here and use these 2. I'm just gonna get everybody.
That's why I said
I
should have wrote it down because I had the 5 wrestlers in my head when I first saw this. But so now I gotta rethink my strategy. I still want Bianca. That's $4.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves me $11 left. I still like Tiffany Stratton. So that's 2. Give me
that's 5 you got.
Give me yeah. Give me Asuka. I still need my vet. Give me Natalia. I still need my vet. So it's another $2. So I got $5 left.
Yep.
Then we can round it off and give me Rhea then. So because that way Becky can have a challenger. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So this was mine. I just could have broke it down like yours and stuff like that and got a little bit more, but I just went straight up and down, man, because it's people on there that I just like on each row. So I'm starting with Mommy. That's my $5 one.
Okay.
I was going to take Toni Storm first, but she is over right now over in it's timeless Toni Storm stuff, bro. You can't mess with it, man. She is hilarious, man. Hilarious. So I started to take Toni. I'm gonna go ahead and stay with Mommy on that with Rhea with my $5 one. Obviously Bianca is on the $4 one, head and shoulders above all 3 other women and stuff. Until I see this Julia chick, I heard she's supposed to be a badass. So I went with Bianca on that one. So that's $9. And so the next one,
$6.
So the next one, yeah. So the next one, I pick off the 3 that I went with Dr. Britt DMD.
Okay.
Because like I said, even though I don't watch AEW as much, I like what she was doing when she held the title and everything that she was doing in AEW back when it was new and it was popping. Mm-hmm. You couldn't watch the show without everybody talking about Dr. Britt. So I'm with her on that one. That leaves me with $3 left.
Right.
So, and I only have 2 people. So I pick Tiffy time. I was gonna pick Liv based off what she do, but based off of potential.
Yeah, this is a new promotion.
And based off potential and everything like that, it's Tiffy time. I'm going with Tiffy. And then my last one, I gotta go with my girl Shotzi. It's something that I love about Shotzi, man. I want her to, and I think she's injured or whatever right now. Or does she have a baby? Or she's injured.
She's injured. Yeah.
Yeah, she's injured. Because she was be going to get some stem cell treatments or something that she was saying last time I checked it out on Instagram or whatever. But I am a huge Shotzi fan and want to see her do well here in the future. So those are mine, man. Mommy, Bianca, Britt, Tiffy, and Shotzi, man. Give me those to start my my new wrestling promotion, man. Let's go. That's the best one right there. Let's go. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Is there anything else in news and notes, man, that you want to chime in on that we missed before we head into it looks like AEW is already on your time, and I think they're about to come on my side of things, so I'll be able to catch up on that. But anything else, man, worth noting, man, before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I think that's it. I think we covered the important stuff. I think we're good.
Yeah, that's good, man. Look, we topped out at a little bit over after an hour, man. I think it'd be the other people, man, that be dragging us out.
Dragging the show along. The show can't be done in an hour.
No, we miss our boys, man. They bring a whole different flavor to the Four Horsemen, man. So Look, we appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. Let me go ahead and put this back down here before we get out of here, man. Don't forget to like us on X or Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter. IG, man. Hit us up on there. YouTube, subscribe, like, and share, man. Get the Black Four Horsemen out there, man. We're trying to be a household name. So,
you know what all the YouTubers say, you know, hit the little bell next to our name. That way you get notified.
Hit the notification button and stuff, man. So you'll be notified when we go live. So do all this stuff, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. Without further ado, man, it's been nice rocking with us, man. It's the Four Horsemen. We out this thing, man. Appreciate y'all.